Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here with Painted Studios. It is a brand spanking new week for us, and we've been in here working on all kinds of cool projects today, and I thought I'd share some fun new things that I'm working on and some of the projects that we started last week. Sorry, I'm arranging things because there's a ton of stuff around me, and I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing, so I want to clear some space out in front of me. Hey Linda, nice to see you here. Okay. So last week we left off with our birdhouses having foil adhesive applied on certain areas. Hey Tony, nice to see you. And then having stained our other birdhouse, if I can reach it over here. We did our stain job, which still looks fabulous, and then we've applied foil adhesive to the roof. Now, mind you, this birdhouse looks pretty damn cool as it is. The black paint, the blue stain. If I sealed it up right now with a gloss on the roof and a dull on the body, I'd be thrilled. But this is me. I can't leave anything alone. So we're going to come up with some fun foil stuff. But I got a cool new tool today, and I thought I'd share it with you. Thanks, Sandy and Andrea and Lynn for popping in. We appreciate it. So I got this little thing on Amazon, and I'd seen it on a TikTok video, and I wondered if it would work. It's called a foil quill. It's electric. You turn it on, a little light comes up, and in about 20 seconds, the tip here heats to about 200 degrees. So again, careful. This is not a tool for little kids. And when you buy this, hang on, it comes with its own little box of foils. But my question was, I carry all these foils, so can we use the heat quill, the foil quill, on our foils? And the answer is yes and no, and I will explain that. So I'm going to flip the camera down so you can see what we're doing. Okay, I have just plain white paper in front of me. I'm going to pull out a piece of our foil. I tested the red earlier, so I thought I'd pull out the green. And it comes in these little tiny short rolls, and you only get a couple feet of it. And what you'll first notice is that it is a thin foil. It is a very, very flexible carrier that it's on. Now, what they tell you in the instructions, tape it, cut a piece off, hold it down with washi tape, blah, blah, blah. What I'm doing here is just demonstrating, so I want you to see what's going on. The strips come like this. This gets heated up, and it has 4 or 5 different tip sizes. I just put the widest one on because I knew it would show best on camera. And then you take it and you draw with it. There's a fruit fly flying around making me crazy. Now, I'm hoping that I am warm enough that this is actually working, because otherwise I'm going to be showing you something really stupid. Okay, let's write my name. Okay, so there you go. You can see how cool that is. And you can actually get tips for your Cricut that'll do this, but this is something completely separate. So that's their foil. Well, we have like a gazillion different kinds of foils, and playing today, I discovered some things. Some foils work really well, some don't. So I'm just gonna clip off a little piece here of our pink camo fabric foil. Now, already I know that the backing film, the transfer film, is heavier. We'll see what this happens, see if it holds up to what I already know, but we're gonna play with it. So I'm going back and forth here a few times. And I'm gonna write at least an M here. And you know what comes up? Nothing. The quill is not hot enough for the fabric foils. The carrier film is heavier, and this kind of foil either needs heavy-duty adhesive or it needs heat, or both. So we're gonna pull some other ones. Now, I tested this one earlier. Believe it or not, this one, our leopard, it's slightly translucent. It's a very thin foil film that it's mounted on. I'm just cutting off a big piece because I need it for something else a little later anyway. put everything back. Shove that over there. Now this super thin film gave me hope. Guess what? I hoped right. Now, I'm going to lift this up. I should be able to see quite a bit. Not 100% perfect. I went a little fast, but it works, which is very cool. I mean, you know, you're drawing in leopard print. How cool is that? I'm going to do a little more just so that you can see the whole pattern transferred. But you need to go a little slower because it wants a little more heat. So you can't go as fast as the foils that come with this stuff. Okay, we're gonna try it on a piece of our gold foil. This is definitely not fabric friendly. This is spotted gold. This is a limited edition foil. We're gonna see how that goes. Oh, let me pull my paper back here so I can combine them all together and see what I get. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on here too because foils like pressure. Okay, let's see how that transferred. That transferred pretty damn well. Like, so you can see the metallics on that. That's really nice how that did that. We've got a little piece of, what have I got over here? Oh, I've got a piece of my blue. I've got a scrap that I pulled out of the bag while I was packing an order. Again, very thin foil. And the film that it's on is a very thin carrier film. So let's see how we do. Again, slow yourself. I tend to write quickly, as most people do. So I have to force myself to slow down. Now this is specifically, I'm doing this specifically on paper right now, but you could use it on wood or plastic or anything else. Now that one worked, sort of. If I think I could do it again, I might get a better release if I had a fresher piece of foil. All right, let's try this, another one. I don't know which one this is. I think this is another fabric foil. I keep testing each foil because I keep hoping that I'm wrong on some of them and that I'll get an actually good reaction from it. But again, this is fabric foil and I am not seeing it give anything. Nope. Does not like fabric foils. Okay, let's test this with a little bit of our, what the heck is this called? Oil slick film. Oil slick foil. Okay, let me take a snip off of here. So really, this is going to be a hit or miss kind of thing. Really, if you want to use this with some of our foils, you're going to have to check and see which ones work. Oh, I think this one's going to work really well. It looks like it's grabbing. Okay, that worked very well. It's not going to show super well on the camera, but it did work. So this is the coolest thing. Hey, Renee. So I just picked this up off of Amazon. I think it was like $16. I think this is just a cool additional tool to have to use with your foils. I really like that works. Makes me really happy. And it's another way to use foils besides adding adhesive. I'm all about finding as many ways to make my foil useful as possible. And then when you're done with it, unplug it. It comes with a little stand, but make sure to unplug it so you don't hurt yourself. But I'm really thrilled with this. Was a fun little bit of experimenting to figure out. It was a very minor investment. I don't know what I'll use it for in the future, but I thought, what a cool thing. Hey, Renee, I don't know if I said hello to you a second ago or not. I am at the end of my day and I have like very few brain cells left that are working. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, bring over our birdhouse. Now, we've got this gorgeous teal and navy, and I'm just trying to decide on the roof color, whether I wanna go with the greens in the tie-dye or blue tie-dye. And I think I'm gonna go with the blue tie-dye. I think this will be very bright, very colorful, and with the black peeking through, it's gonna look cool. All right, let me clip this here. Alrighty, oops, whacking things. I think I'm gonna cut this into some smaller pieces just because it will be easier to maneuver it. Now I gotta keep this live at a reasonable time frame tonight because I gotta go pick up my car. It was in the shop. I know everybody loves when their cars are in the shop. I know I do. Jeez, so tired of the cars. So they had to do my wheel bearings. And they did them, so now my car won't have that weird sound anymore. All right, I'm gonna put a piece of our blue tie-dye, not the blue-green, our blue tie-dye foil. There's a little silver in it, a little yellowy gold. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, I didn't get it all the way to the edge here. I also just didn't press it down all the way at that edge because then that'll leave a nice blurred softness that'll allow me to foil that area without leaving a seam. Now, as you can see, our texture under there is coarse. It's the wood, and then of course we brush foil adhesive. So we may have a very broken release. I'm okay with that. And it's a log cabin. It's supposed to look rustic, so I'm okay. Oh my God, how cool is that? All right, let me get the rest of this on here. And then there's a little bit down here on the bottoms where I didn't grab it. Oh, I missed a little spot right here. I'll get back up in there, fix that. Okay, I mean, how cool does that look? So I'm going to do the roof, and then I'll do the edges, and then I'm gonna do the floor, and I even did the pillars in front. All right. Let's get another little piece of what I cut. Okay, I'm gonna put it over the back here where we have the chimney. Turn that this way for you all to see. Now I'm gonna have to, I put foil adhesive way up under here, under the eave and everything. So you'll not have to watch all of that today because that's gonna require some gymnastics on my part to bend my hands in there. And I've already been through 2 hand surgeries. Y'all don't need to see me flailing with them. Oh, wow. I just really, really, really like how this is coming out. Okay, I'm sorry I'm turning this away from you, but I had to get things where I could see them to angle it in. Okay. And then we're going to take another little piece. Put it right there. Come on. Get on there, you little stinker. And get there. And get this little spot on this side next to the chimney. Okay, I mean, already, how cute. And again, I could, this is one of these things where I could stop at any step because it looks super cute with the silver tie-dye, blue tie-dye roof, and I could leave the base black, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Why would I leave anything plain when I could make it fabulous? Oh yes. So look how cute that looks by the front door of this. I gotta keep going in here. Now this is an awkward place, so using a toothbrush might be a little better than my scrub brush, But the toothbrush is somewhere else and I don't feel like getting up and getting it at the moment. I'm gonna come in here. And sorry, I gotta keep turning this so you guys can't see, but I have to kind of angle and aim. And then I'll turn it back to you. Okay. Okay. Somebody's dog's grumpy outside, not happy to be wherever it is, barking its head off. Okay. Now, let me cut this into some little smaller pieces so I can reach back in a little further. Yeah, I piece out my stuff like this when I need to get it into spaces. I don't bother to keep it a big piece, that's annoying. So I take it into smaller pieces so I can maneuver it into the places it needs to be fit into. And it always seems to come out really nicely that way. Okay, get in back here. And yeah, sometimes I got to get in there with my fingers or a dowel or something to get a corner that doesn't want to foil properly. Let's get this back wall here. Sorry, I know it's the back of it's to you right now, but it's because I'm going to maneuver my foil in and then I'll turn it around again. Oh, this is coming out so stinking cute. Okay, so I've got it kind of shoved in here. Oh, thank you, Tony. Okay, so I got the majority of this floor done. I may have to, tomorrow when I come back to work, I'll probably find some missed spots. But the other thing I have to do, you know, I have all this other floor back here that I have to handle, but I did also put foil adhesive on the little dowel columns in the front. So I'm going to take a little bit of foil. So I'm taking a piece about like that. I can set this on its back now that I've done the foil on the roof already. And I'm just taking that dowel and wrapping it in foil and then rubbing it with my fingers. My fingers should be good and warm right now because I'm hot. I don't even need to brush it. We should get a good, oh yeah, great release on that. And we're gonna do the same over here on this one. Come on, you little stinker. I mean, look how cute that came out. I'm going to set this aside. I'll finish working on the rest of this tomorrow, and we're going to do our other little townhouse. Now, this one is going to be super easy because I just foiled certain, put adhesive on certain areas, so it should be easy for me just to lay the foil down over it and have it release where I want to. Okay, we're gonna use our Bailey's flowers, which is one of my favorites. I love these dark and moody florals. You know, sometimes I'm happy and kicky, sometimes I'm dark and moody. These florals work that way for me. Okay, get that down in here. This is gonna be the worst of it, the front, because there's windows and cornices and doors and stairs and all kinds of stuff that I'm kind of fighting my way around. All right, where's my little scrubber? Remember, pretty side up, not so pretty side down. Okay, let's see how we get the release. Oh yeah, that looks great. Now, I couldn't remember if I put adhesive on the stairs or not, and I didn't. All right, so we're gonna put this up in here under the eave, smooth it down, give a little brush, brush, brush. Oh, I love this so much. There's just a little tiny spot that I saw that didn't grab, and I got it. Go back under here, see if I missed something. Because I can. All right, here we go on the back. Going up under. Now, clearly, I'm not going to get all things released because I've got a little bit of clear stuff right there. So I'm just going to get on this piece what I can, and then I'll reposition. And let's see. Here's my little reposition. There's almost a perfect thing right there. Almost perfect shape. Look at this. What a great birdhouse this is going to make. Now, I know we have talked back and forth about light fastness with foils, and some of them you have to test. I mean, I had this one out on a table all last summer outside, never inside. Didn't fade a bit. The one that I do find regularly fades, even with UV protectant over it, is the glitter stars in blue. Blues don't hold up so well. All the other colors seem to have held up really well with that. Okay, oops, I got a little missed spot here on the front. And I got another one right between the windows. Okay, let me make sure I got every last bit of exposed adhesive with foil applied. But seriously, I mean, again, just like this, I could top coat it and it would be darling. But you know that's not what I'm gonna do. I'll probably come out and do this roof in like magenta or something fun like that. Oh, I almost missed the little dormer. A little window under a dormer here. And I did actually remember to put foil adhesive on it, so that would be sad if I missed it. Oh, that's so cute. And seriously, look at that. How darling is that? And you saw how fast it took to foil it. So you apply your foil adhesive, the Artsyville foil adhesive, let it sit for an hour or more, because it's a permanently sticky thing, but you need to give it at least a good full hour to cure. And then you're good to go. Sorry, I got stuff sticking to things here. We've had a lot of projects going, so anytime I set something down that's sticky, it seems to like attract something else sticky. Ugh. Okay. So I appreciate you popping in. Let me go back and see if I missed any questions. Nope, I appreciate everybody popping in for the highs. If you have a moment, take this video, sprinkle it around wherever you're allowed to share things. And we hope to see you back again tomorrow. So again, we used what is called a foil quill. Look it up on Amazon. If I could find a way to get them cheaply, I will bring them in. I haven't figured that out yet. I just learned about this tool 2 days ago and wanted to test it out and see if our foils were of any use with it before I started playing with it and showing it to you. Well, we know it is, and I think it's very cool very cool tool. And you're just going to have to test your foils to see which ones work. But I will tell you, the ones that are like this with the white backing are fabric-friendly foils that can go in the washing machine. Don't use them. Don't try the quill pen on it. It doesn't like it. Meanwhile, I will catch you all tomorrow. I got to hang up with you and get back out the door because I got to go pick up my car. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.